on myself, count the chips. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest. Try to sing my shit like Titanic and leave me with Jack. Hope I be panicking, but I rose to the top. Isn't it funny that the is built like a Maserati, yoga folding like origami? What? I walk the walk. I talk the talk. I be saying what I want. When I had no deposit, closet was looking real bare. Now I made a deposit, my closet's looking.
It's week 16 of the NFL, and we'll get a look here at Davis Mills. After his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Texans in the...
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in week 16. From his end zone, Wilson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. As the Texans offense runs out, we get a peek at the man under center. Second-year quarterback Davis Mills out of Stanford.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
And they got the win, so I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
Mills looking to the air right away. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards on the game's first play. First down. Our first down throw for Mills. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week. 13 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they've built this winning streak, and that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. To throw, Mills. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Graham is punted out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. They'll try and run for the first time with Freeman. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. You can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, it's up to how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays and give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
Here come the Titans for their first possession on offense, and leading them out in his 4th season with the team, 10th overall in the NFL, Ryan Tannehill.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting on a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. 3-0 after 1 on ES. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. The Titans had 8 and 6 now on the year. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
23 yards on the play.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Rolling to his left. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Off play action, Tannehill. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. Tannehill to the sideline. Randy Bullock out now for the Tennessee field goal. Bullock's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-4. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole
bit.
I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle through.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Mills throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. Touchdown, Texans. O.J. Howard hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Tennessee's offense back to work again. We'll see Treylon Burks. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, ask for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the move to his left. Open man, Westbrook-Ikhine. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 30 yards there.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with now 15 rushing touchdowns in the year. And the Titans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And we are even at 10 apiece. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Texans offense set to regain possession. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Mills. Wilson's got it complete. 7 yards there and a first down. Mills going to try and hurry the offense here up to the line. Mills throw here pulled in by Beasley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Now Mills. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mills now. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 29-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Mills on first down. This is caught. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run here with Pierce. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there. Hold them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2? Maybe even 3 more plays.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd? And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. It was all capped off by a run from the rookie, Dameon Pierce. This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Treylon Burks headed back out with the rest of this offense. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw pulled in by Woods. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. That's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot here before the break. Tannehill. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attack. So we're at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Some great games coming up on Sunday, highlighted by a 1 o'clock matchup in Miami. A good test for the Dolphins.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On the counter, it's Henry. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Tannehill's throw into the hands of Hooper. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. With his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands, but we're hearing that more and more. Guys are doing a better job of catching the ball at any size coming out of the backfield because they need to be a full part of the offense.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown 20 in the air. And the Titans are taking the lead as they go right down the field and score on an opening drive of the second half. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Throwing again, Mills on 2nd and 10. And his throw here's incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And that'll make it third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, here's Mills. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Play fake, Mills. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. Back now in Nashville It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. 2nd and 9. Mills to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Harold Landry, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to get in the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly, meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him? They were on him in a hurry.
A fourth quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 70 yards on the ground now for Henry. He's got a first down. With that run, double-check my math. Yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
Again, it's Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Maybe an important fourth quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game, they get a drive, put it through the post. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 43. They'll get things started with a carry by Pierce. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would come the throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mills. Going right back to Wilson. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. To throw again on 2nd down. Mills. He hits Beasley right side. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Throwing, Mills. That's caught by Howard. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans. Hustling. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Pierce now up the middle. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Mills going to try and hurry the offense here up to the line. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Albert Wilson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Texans have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So now Tannehill and the Titans down 24-20, a minute 8 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Throwing, Tannehill. And brought in downfield by Burks. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
A first down carry for Henry. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now Tannehill rolling to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Tannehill out to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Second and 11. Here's Tannehill. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So third and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Tannehill to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they take it away. That is the definition, Charles, of delivering under pressure. The game-winning potential. There's still a little time left on the clock, but the potential game-winning drive, and it was well executed.
I think we're going to remember this possession for a long time. We've played a bunch of games, but how about how they got it done down the stretch? Absolutely terrific. Barring some type of miraculous play in this last half minute, I think that touchdown just earned them the win. They really came up clutch when they needed it.
Chris taking it at the goal line. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. Now the attention turns to the Texans, trailing by a field goal. A little over 20 seconds to go. And their 5-game winning streak hanging in the balance here. Here's Mills. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll have a quick first down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Now Mills. That's complete to Pierce. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to get the snap count.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Mills looking to throw it. That's caught by Wilson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Mills back to throw. This for all the marbles. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Titans, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll